Music, makeup, and mains. Music, makeup, and mains. Music, makeup, and mains. It's all about music, makeup, and my mains. Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl K Charisma coming at you today with everything you need to know to start your natural hair journey. I'm starting on freshly washed hair and it is naked, no product. So first, we're going to do a protein sensitivity test, and for this, you are going to need 1 whole egg. You're actually going to crack this egg and put it in a bowl, but you're not going to use the whole thing, so don't get ahead of yourself. You're going to actually remove the yolk, and you're only going to keep the egg white. The egg white is the piece or the property, whatever, that we're basically going to use from the egg. So make sure you separate that and don't keep any yolk. All right, so you're going to separate one section of hair. You don't need the egg in your entire head. I'm separating a piece by my ear just in case it's a little jacked. It's kind of in the cut, you know? And with the egg white, it's kind of hard to grip. But I'm going to just place that on my hand and put that in that little section of hair. Depending on the texture that your hair is left in, that's how you know if your hair is protein sensitive or not. If your hair becomes brittle and on the verge of breaking, you already know your hair is protein sensitive. So I'm just going to put this in this small section and let it dry. And based on those results, we'll know if my hair is protein sensitive or not. And here I use whatever I could find. This little headband is just going to be the division between the hair that has the egg and the hair that doesn't. All right, so remember I separated this hair with the headband. So this is the piece that we tested the egg white on. And it's a little flaky, but my hair is not protein sensitive. It is dry. And it is gonna feel dry and coated, but it doesn't feel brittle like it's gonna break. I am not gonna lie, I thought my hair was protein sensitive. What I think has helped me lately is that I've been clarifying my hair when I wash it. Not every time, but I try to clarify at least once a month. And yeah, and skipping shampoo just doesn't work for me. Like skipping shampoo, because my hair is low porosity, which we're also gonna test and confirm later. But because my hair is low porosity, skipping shampoo is just not good for me specifically. I find that there's a lot of buildup that just stays on my hair, and it's harder for the moisture to get in. So yeah, when it comes to porosity, basically your hair shafts are laying like on top of the other, like they're flat. There's no like holes for the moisture to get in. So I usually use heat to get the moisture in, and I seal with an oil. The thing is that to get the moisture in, it's good. It like retains moisture. My hair retains moisture well, but it's really hard to get it in. When you have high porosity, your hair receives and loses moisture easily. And medium porosity is like a blessing, because your hair accepts it easily and holds on to it easily. So yeah, those are the 3 porosities, and that's something you want to bear in mind when we do the porosity test, which is next. So if you've never done a porosity test, you're going to want to watch this. All right, y'all, so we're starting with a bowl of water. Warm water is cool, but any temperature works, whatever comes out of the tap. And with a couple strands of hair from the comb, which you use to detangle your hair in the shower, you're just gonna place that on the water, and you're gonna wait, play the waiting game, and see what happens. If your hair floats, you have a low porosity, your hair repels water. If your hair stays in the middle, then you have medium porosity, and if your hair sinks to the bottom within 2 to 5 minutes, then you already know your porosity is high. My hair, it stayed relatively towards the top, so I do have low porosity, and I confirmed what I told y'all in the beginning. That's all you need to know for your porosity test. My hair is completely fully dry. No product again, so my curls aren't as defined as you may be accustomed to. But I'm just gonna take these clips out because I kind of had to style it. I had to go somewhere. I'm gonna take these clips out so you can kind of see what it is. Okay. So if you can't tell, my curls get frizzy, they get puffy, my hair grows like 2-3 times the size. Overall, it does feel soft. It doesn't feel hard or anything. Like, can I afford more moisture? I'm sure I could. But it kind of gave me a gauge so I can assess my hair in a different light. So I definitely think a protein treatment every 2 months wouldn't hurt. I think continuous moisture would be good. And I'm actually able to kind of assess the products I've been using. The leave-in conditioner I've been using, it's Shea Moisture, the Manuka Honey one. I'll drop the link below. I'm enjoying it so far. I've been using it for about a month. And I think that it does its job as a moisture mask in keeping the moisture in. If you were wondering my hair texture, it's kind of hard to tell. So I brought a white sheet of paper so you could kind of see it against that. So this is my texture. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm gonna step in closer to the camera. So that's my texture, and my texture is not consistent all throughout. So that's a piece of, one little patch. Let's see this one. That's so frizzy, y'all. I'm trying to find like a legit piece. So generally, like just throughout my hair and what I've seen with product and without, my hair tends to be 3C, 4A. Some pieces of my hair are, 3C, some are 4A. I might even have some 3B in there. I don't really see it, but I'm just trying to dig through this so y'all can see. Like, you see this? This texture here is a little bit different. And I'm trying not to stretch it to not compromise the integrity, but I have to stretch it so y'all can kind of see it. This piece of hair is like probably closer to a 4A. And yeah, I'm gonna drop a chart also so you can see it. But overall, my hair is super thick. And yeah, I just wanted y'all to get the full understanding of what you're dealing with. Because sometimes, people see my hair, they'll be like, oh, you got soft curls. Like, they can look soft when they're moisturized. But overall, my hair just tends to be more on the coily side and a little bit coarse in texture. Like when you touch it, it's not like a touchably super soft curl. So anyway, we're gonna work on moisture. We already did the protein test. My hair is not protein sensitive, but I'm not gonna play games with protein. I gave up coconut oil about, I don't know, maybe almost a year ago. And I've just seen a dramatic change in my hair, so I'm not trying to implement that back. Protein treatments, I'm not gonna lie, I've totally skipped them, but I'm ready to reintegrate them maybe like every 2 months. Like a protein treatment could happen for me every 2 months. But right now, moisture is the priority. I do need a cut. I typically get diva cuts because I like my hair to be cut how it's styled. How I typically style it, and I wear my curls out. So diva cuts is what I prefer. Next time I go get a diva cut, I'm definitely gonna bring y'all along with me. All right, family, so now you know everything you need to know to start your natural hair journey. You learned about texture, you learned about protein sensitivity, and you learned about porosity. Once you have those 3 things on lock, you'll look for products that are specifically, just inclined to help you and help that. Sometimes you'll misconstrue or see somebody with a similar texture as you, and you think off rip, y'all are hair twins. Y'all might not be hair twins, so calm all that down. Seriously, I've met people that have similar texture to me, their porosity is different, the products that work for them are not even an option for me. I've had people who have hair that's protein sensitive and their hair absolutely cannot stand a product that maybe works for my hair. Again, I try to stay kind of away from protein. It's not my favorite thing. But right, don't make the unsafe assumption that your hair twin is actually your hair twin. So make sure you do those tests, make sure you understand what your hair needs specifically, and make sure you retest every now and then, because low porosity today does not mean indefinite low porosity. You know what I'm saying? Like you might color your hair, you might
do protective styles, you might put heat to your hair and that might compromise the porosity and change it temporarily, right? So definitely make sure that you're doing this routinely and just leave your hair naked every now and then. I'm learning to do this and I'm probably gonna deep condition and style this some kind of way. Probably just gonna do some like mini twists during the week or something, just until I figure out which product routes I wanna go. So anyway, again, I hope this was super helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.